Are we live? What's good, great people? I am Ezel Moon, and I have a special guest in the building today. Comedian, actor, writer, directed his own short films. Man, this guy is somewhat of a phenomenon, sincerely. Clint Coley shall be joining me for a frank conversation. I want to give a big shout out to my sponsors, Red Crown. If you need some new drip, fit, any of that great stuff, go to crownclub.com, KROWNKLUB.com, and purchase all your fittings from there. My man's is in here. Yo, what's going down?
Yo.
How's everything on your end?
Oh, everything good, man.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing, man. Where you at? What's this background, man? Where you at? You in the house?
I'm in my house.
I'm
in my house. I'm in my podcast room.
Man. That's where the genius comes from, all the amazing advice from a fuckboy comes from right there.
I don't know if it's amazing advice. I would say that it's where we record the podcast. I'm not gonna say it's amazing advice.
You wouldn't you wouldn't consider it like, at least some great advice, like what level of advice would you put it at? Like, what I'm saying? We just like,
here's the thing, right? I don't give nobody a relationship advice. Right. Here's why. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So if I don't know what I'm doing, how am I going to advise you on what you should be doing? That's not my style.
That makes sense.
I offer my unsolicited opinion. You want to take that, that's on you. If you don't, cool. But I do not give out relationship advice.
That's real, man. Because look, people. I know myself. I was like, man, that I don't know if I would want to, take advice from a fuckboy, and then end up losing the person that I've always wanted.
I think what we do is we read too much into the name. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, and just listen to it, appreciate it, like it for what it is, for what it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like everything don't have to have a think piece. Like it's like, oh man, like are you a fuckboy? Like, nah, just listen to the podcast. You'll find out whether I am or not.
That's real, man. I want to say thank you again so much for your time, for joining me here on the Frank Conversation. I want to open up with these questions that I have for you. I just start talking about your genesis, as far as
my genesis
in comedy. Yeah. I know like a lot of guys, they have a catalyst, to their growth, that they can trace back to a woman. And that, I was going back and like watched some of your prior interviews, and I know you said that you get into comedy was because of a girl, who liked your friend, what I'm saying, but you liked her, and you eventually became the godfather to their love child eventually.
Yeah, he's here right now.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's.
He's in the other room.
Man, I hope I'm not cutting into, what I'm saying, goddamn.
You are, but it's cool. Continue.
I'm so sorry.
I'm teasing. Go ahead, bro. Come on.
I'm my bad. But I wonder what is it about, a person, that you like, that hurts your spirit, that just motivates you to be better. Have you ever experienced that with anybody else outside of that,
I can't even say that. I'll say this. I can't even say that moment hurt my spirit. Not a girl not liking me back never hurt my spirit. Because if you don't like me, there's 5,000 other women who do. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always kind of approached it. It was just that, like, I don't know why I had an itch to do stand up. I don't know why I want, like, I mean, he would, like, that situation was the catalyst. But like, I don't know, maybe I feel like that was something that was always crossing my mind or anything like that in the first place. But I think that guys, period, we use women as motivation, like, oh, I'm gonna show her. And it's like, in most cases, yo, for real, the girl be happy for you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's like there was one girl in my past. I'm not going to really tell the story again because I'm tired of telling the story, I'm going to be honest with you. But long story short, like, you know what I mean? Like, when I was early in my career, she told my best friend she didn't think I was that funny. And like for a long time, I was like, oh, I want to show her. And it's like, what am I really showing her? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, women sometimes are the catalyst to what men do. But I think that, you know, we gotta start letting that chip go. You know, it's not that deep. Like, because you're not showing her. You're not showing her shit. You're just not.
You're right. No, you're right. I wonder, you know, you mentioned also that, you know, there are people that have told you, like, because I just piggybacking off of that, you know what I'm saying? Who's in your corner that's currently telling you that you suck? You know what I'm saying? Because you said that, look, having somebody tell you that you suck is some of the best, you know, like something that is a good motivator for you to actually continue to get better. Is there still
there's a difference now. Now it's that sucks. See, I don't suck now. You can't tell me I suck.
Right.
But you can say that idea sucks. Like when you first start, that's when you should tell somebody they suck.
Yeah.
Because they got two choices. Either you practice and get better. Because at the time, like when I was getting told I sucked. I don't suck now. Now it's that idea sucks. So yes, I have a manager, black woman, you know, in my corner. And she tells me if something sucks.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, everyone needs, you know, I feel like everyone needs a strong black woman in their corner to help progress.
I'm not saying all that. They ain't got to pander to black women. You know, sometimes you just need somebody. Like, you know, it don't. I mean, I'm pro black woman, but you know, if you got a black man in your corner that telling you that sucks, that's cool too. But yeah, my manager's black, my lawyer's black.
That's
women.
Real. That's real.
My agent. That's
real.
But that's just because we don't have a lot of black agents. If we was a bunch of black agents, I'd have a black agent.
Why do you think there's not a lot of black agents though?
Because everybody want to be in front of the screen. And dealing with talent is a pain in the ass. Like I mean, you catching me right now, bro. But I'm a real, like I mean, a lot of us are hard to work with. We are, like, we like to act like we're all like, oh man, he's so humble. Like, no man, anybody who's good is hard to work with, my nigga.
Hey, look, thank you for that. Like,
the motherfuckers who ain't good is the easy ones to work with.
Huh.
I know that's weird. I'm not saying that I'm difficult in the sense of like I don't listen or nothing like that. But it's like, yo, like usually a lot of times if I'm hard to work with, that's because I got the creative direction to do it. And I like, this is what I feel, this is what I think, this is what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a reason why you feel otherwise. Now I'm always down to make sure that we put out the best product. But like, yo, I'm not just gonna let go of my idea that fast. Like you should.
Yeah. No, facts. I mean, especially if you feel strongly about it.
Yeah, I push back. Yeah, I'm gonna push back. Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm ignorant, but I'm definitely gonna push back.
No, that's real. That's real. I appreciate that, you know, sincerely, because like even earlier, like I'm still at the stage of where like, hey, yo, I'm just glad that you're here. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I feel like I get acknowledged by someone like you. It means a lot to me, right? But you know, it's a real thing.
Say that one more time. I'm not saying say that, but why is that?
I feel like because, you know, as much as I've done, you know what I'm saying, I'm still in the early stage. I mean, I've been doing these interviews for like a year and some change, but it's still like, it's early. There's people that like have progressed like further, like, you know what I'm saying, like that are so much further ahead. But me focusing on this is like, all right, well, we at the baby. The dream is a baby right now, right?
Bro, let me tell you something. I used to have a show that I used to run every month at the Improv, right? Every month. This is like 8 years ago, right? But I'm here in LA, and I'm running a monthly show at a club in Hollywood, right? And as much as it was small time to whoever or whatever, because I wasn't charged, people was getting in for free. It was just a free show. It was just like, yo, I just wanted to perform. I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to me, that was prime time. And I didn't give a fuck who was on my show. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck who was on the show. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, like, at the end of the day, like, you don't sit. I don't validate this show. I mean, I came on the show because you asked me to. You know what I'm saying? It was really no other reason. It was really just you literally asked me to. And you're a black man, and I want to do my part. But at the end of the day, my man, like, I don't validate your show, or nobody else, no other celebrity or anybody validates your show. This your shit. This the shit. This the shit. Fuck all the other shit. This the shit. I'm happy to be a part of your show. Fuck that. I don't make or break this. This your shit. You the man. You tell you like, you see, this the thing. Like, we scared because we want to act. We don't want to be arrogant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, man. You know, dog. If you the man, you the fucking man. If you don't believe you the man, why the fuck should I?
Yeah.
All right, that's all, bro. I'm sorry for preaching to you.
I need
now,
that.
Do your show.
Yeah, Phil, I need that. Like, I need that. You know, because I've been, like I said, I've been doing this because I want to just help the world in my own way, right? So the fact, you know, if it reaches the people,
it reaches what you want it to reach. Bro, man, I really believe the world is yours. You can do whatever the fuck you want, man. I really believe that shit, man. I really believe it. I really if nobody else take nothing from this, right? You know, I'm high. I'll be honest with you. Like, you can't tell me a damn, like, yo, bro. If I believe something, if I say something's gonna happen, it happens. So you saying, like, I wanna, nah, man. Like, you doing it. You doing it. You doing it.
You're right. Man, talk to me about how this mindset has progressed you forward, though. You know, the if you're a comedian, you know, you said it on Sister Circle. If you're a comedian, singer, whatever, you don't think you're the best, then why are you doing it? Like, I wanna know, like, you know, how has that taken you to the next level?
I mean, I think that's self-explanatory. Like, whoever got to the next level thinking they was second. You know what's interesting, man? Like, a year ago around this time, we were sitting in the house watching the Jordan documentary every Sunday. And you niggas didn't take nothing from that? Because what I looked like was he walked in the league and said, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, we want to talk about having a Jordan mentality or Mamba mentality or Ali mentality, but you really don't know what that's like. It's really believing like you that motherfucker, yo. You really, like, you gotta believe you that, like, yo, like, listen, man, like, yo, Ali told Sonny, listen, he was gonna knock him out in 8, did it in 7, and he was the 7-1 underdog. Nobody thought he was gonna win. You like that like we like, you gotta, I don't know nobody that gets further anywhere thinking they happy to be here.
Okay. Okay. All right. You can't make that progress if you're just like, oh, I'm just, you know, oh, here I am.
It's happy. It's yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Press forward with the mindset that I'm the best in. Got it. Man, what about you know, I know it's not really advice from a fuckboy, right? But I wonder, you know, from your perspective and the things that you've done, do you feel like it's better to be a fuckboy or the nice guy? Or is it like a healthy medium?
There's never a good day to be the fuckboy. You should never be the fuckboy. Like, there's no, you don't have to be one. You don't have to be an extreme. Like, you don't ever have to be that. You know, it's always good to be yourself. Be what you want to be. Like, guys try to treat women. The problem a lot of times is guys treat women the way they think women's supposed to be treated. Like, the way they think other guys treat women. Like, other guys let other guys dictate how they treat women. Like, guys really be on some, like, yeah, man, like, I don't feed these hoes. What? Why? Cause Darnell don't feed hoes? Nigga, you feed hoes. What's wrong with that? Like, you know what I mean? So then the next thing you know, motherfuckers stop feeding hoes. And now hoes ain't getting fed.
The hoes ain't getting fed. That ain't it. That ain't it. I mean, but what puts you in a mindset of like, yo, like, you know, we shouldn't be paying attention to how other people, you know what I'm saying, treat women, you know, like we should go directly to the woman, you know, when there's so many different different examples of people that are like, yo, you know, this is what you should be doing because this is what makes her happy, and like they post it on social media, and like, you know what I'm saying, I know social media isn't reality, you know, but it's as if like, all right, this is, you know, like this is like pseudo facts, I guess, you know. But what makes you come at approach that situation with that mindset? Like, nah, like I gotta do whatever it is for this particular woman.
I mean, I just think that's how people are. Like like you're a grown ass man.
Mm.
Like you're a grown ass man, grown ass woman. Like you. Why aren't you treating somebody like? I'm confused. Like that. Like what's the other option?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like what's the other option? The other option is to treat them like you normally treat everybody else. Like I mean I don't think there's a mindset that goes into that to treat somebody special. Like I don't think that's not a mindset. That shouldn't be. If that's a mindset, like I'm gonna treat her special. That's sad. That's a shame if we're there in society that you have to have a mindset to treat somebody special.
Do you feel like you should treat the one that you care about better or like as equal or equal to like how you treat yourself? Or is it, you know, like how should that go about?
I don't really know how to answer that. You should always treat yourself. You should always put yourself first.
Mm.
But when we say put yourself first, we don't mean that being like a dick about it and being selfish, meaning like your needs, make sure your needs is met before you try to meet somebody else's needs.
Sure. Now, I want to pivot the conversation to something. You know, you've written, starred in, and directed your own short films, and I want to like ask, you know, how'd you get these skills to be able to do this?
To do what? To produce a short film?
Yeah,
No skill, man. There's no skills. I mean, not to say there's no skill, but listen, I got into this business to be a comedian. And then you pivot into other situations because you get tired and you just want to learn. Like, you know, why don't you want knowledge? Why you gotta adapt with the times. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in the era where, you know, just being the star or being in something is not enough. You need to be able to create something. What do you bring to the table? So, I mean, one day, you know, I had a friend of mine who was working on writing content, and I had an idea about something and started from there.
What do you think is next for you as far as like the type of knowledge that you want to take in?
That's a hard question. That's not a, I mean, you can't, I mean, like for me, like you don't know what knowledge you're going to take in every day. You know what I'm saying? Like one day something might pique your interest, and the next thing you know, you're involved in it knee deep. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I wanted to, you know, do this, and this, but here we are. You know what I'm saying? I just started, you know, learning how to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't something that I was thirsty for that knowledge back in 2007. You know what I'm saying? Like it came with the right time, right space, got enough money to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put it.
Circumstances.
That's right. Now, when you know, going back to the comedy realm, you know, as a comedian, what do you feel like the lines should be drawn for comedy? You know, or should there even be one at all? And like, do you feel like there's a topic that is taboo?
I mean, I think this conversation is like this conversation about what you should or shouldn't be or is getting old. Like I say what I want. The thing is that, but I don't feel censored because I don't disrespect other people. Like, I'm not getting on live calling people who choose homosexuality the F word. You don't have to do that. I'm not getting on live. I'm not doing shows, calling. You don't have to be disrespectful. You can say whatever you want without being crude or crass, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel, I'm not disrespectful towards women. No. Do I agree with women? Hell no. Do I agree with what they be doing sometimes? Fuck no. But do I got to get on live calling women, or get on my platform and call women bitches? Because no, I don't do that.
You feel like that's one of the things that separates you from other comedians?
I don't think it separates me from other comedians because there's so many other comedians that's doing it. Like, we're not, like, don't forget, you're not going to a comedy every day. You're not going to a comedy. If there's a comedian, here's the thing: if there's somebody you don't want to see, you just don't go see him. Right. If you don't like their content, if you don't like what they're saying, you just don't listen. They're allowed to say whatever they want. If they want to have a podcast and just say the F word for 30 minutes, you chose to listen to that for 30 minutes. If you're offended by that, that's cool, but that's what he wanted to do. Or she.
Sure. You once said, as a comedian, this is the only sport where you have to get better at on the job. I wanted to know for you, like, where did that analysis come from? What experiences brought you to that conclusion?
I think that's also self-explanatory. How do you get better at doing live comedy and not be in front of a live audience? You can't practice. That's not something you practice in the mirror. You can't practice for a laugh.
You have to actually.
You can say to yourself that's funny, but
you got to be out there. You got to actually go through the
same thing with a barber. You can cut as many mannequin heads as possible, but you got to get better by cutting people's hair. You're going to mess up somebody's hair.
Man, look. Have you ever had like just a terrible haircut?
No, I'm from Philly, bro. We don't have bad barbers.
There's no bad barbers in Philly. Have you found a good one in LA?
Yes, I have.
How much the cuts costing it for hitting for in LA?
Oh, my cut's $60.
Yay!
My cut's $60.
Man, hey, look, I'm sorry, bro. I'm from Texas. I just can't pay over 25. I don't know what it is.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I pay 60, dog. But when I take a picture, women be like, "Oh, you got a haircut." You definitely know.
Yeah.
You definitely know.
You get that little, like, the little chalk outline thing?
No. I don't need that because I got my hairline. Now, I ain't had it cut in about a week or 2 weeks. It's about two weeks.
Oh. Well, you still solid though. Shoot.
Bro, I'm definitely solid. I got my hairline. I gotta brush my hair, but yeah, I got a hairline. Man, dog, I'm good.
Yeah. No, you definitely are solid, bro. Cause me, I don't get a haircut, bro. It's a whole terrible thing. Like,
I'll pay. Yeah, but it's 60. I mean, you gotta remember, man, out here too, like the cost of living is higher, bro. And also, there's people out here who cut for $20.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it ain't just like my barber is 60. You go to there's $20 cut niggas, but you gonna get a $20 cut.
I feel that. Do you feel like, hey, and just as far as living out there, do you feel like it's still like strategic, like it's necessary to be on the coast to get all, like, to make those connections and be in those circles?
Yeah. You gotta be out here.
Yeah. Even though everything is,
you gotta be out here. The first thing they ask you is if you like, look, bro, like, I put it like this. There's no agents in Atlanta. None of the big agencies are in Atlanta. They're in New York or LA. That tells you everything you need to know. So
you gotta make that move. I got you. Now I want to get into the goal of the show, and that is, philanthropy, garnering support from the audience and putting it towards a charity or nonprofit that you care about. What charity or nonprofit would you like to spotlight today, and why is the cause that it faces so important to you?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even got no charity. I don't know. I'm not saying, like, I don't want to sound ignorant, but like, I haven't done charity. Like, I don't, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh man, I want to give it to the Boys and Girls Club. Like, nah, you can choose one for me.
Okay.
And I'll fuck with it, but I'm not like, I don't have a charity that I partner with. Nah, that's not something that I've done yet, but I will soon, I'm sure. But not for the sake of this. I ain't gonna be like, oh, donate to this,
No, most definitely. I got one. I definitely would like to dedicate this to Women Called Moses. Put it. If anybody would like to put their effort towards that, I'll definitely be tagging them at the bottom of this video. But I really appreciate the honesty, because you'd be surprised, man. People will come up off the top of their head like, let's go here. So
man, nah, I ain't doing that, man. I don't have a charity, dog. Ain't no faking the funk.
Amen. Amen to that one. Amen to that one. Hey, before we close out, we always like to close with wisdom for the next generation. So
wait a minute, somebody said you look like Theo Huxtable. Who?
Yes, that's Twan. He's also a comedian, and he keeps stinging me in these comments, trying to.
Oh, you talking about? He said you look like Theo Huxtable.
Yeah, he dressed like I used to say I was dressed like car salesman of the month. Man, Twan, you lucky. I don't know how to roast nobody, man. Like, and so I'm trying to figure it out, which is why I'm trying to learn as I go through.
Sometimes you don't have to roast. You just be like, all you gotta listen. He in the comments. You talking. All you gotta do is just be like, yo, that shit corny.
Bet.
Like, what are you gonna say? No, it's not. Like, if you don't know how to roast, just be like, yo, that joke was dry. That's the worst thing you can tell a comedian. You can do better. Like, I would have been like, Twan, you're better than this. Like, yeah, that's a great attempt, but you're better than that. You're better than that. You call yourself a comedian, and just that's the best you got is Theo Huxtable. You're better than that, my guy. That's how you gotta hit him. You gotta hit him with sarcasm. You're better than that, man. You can do better than that. There's a lot of thousands of other jokes you could have used in the English language, and you chose those. You're better than that.
Hey yo, look. I was gonna ask for more knowledge to like give to the rest of the world, but I appreciate that for me, like personally.
Sometimes you gotta just outsmart a motherfucker.
Bet.
He's a comedian. He's sensitive about his shit.
Is that true for like every comedian? Like on all?
Yes.
Damn. Like, all right. So, how sensitive are you about your craft? Like, do you go through the comments and be like, yo, like, man, fam, I'm about to, because I know there's some people that create fake pages just so that they can get back at.
I'm not. I don't do that. But yeah, I'm very like, motherfuckers was, it was rating the world. Yeah, they was saying nasty shit about the World Series of Spades in the little comments in the section. Yeah, I was reading it, but that don't mean that I'm gonna let that be the. It's just I read it, I see it.
I actually like that. Like, the idea was amazing. Like, I love playing spades, so that's kind of what made me a fan of that. Like, damn. Man, it's for I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess that's the thing. Like, you to see stuff like that, I feel like it can impact like the whole mood. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're sensitive about what it is, the work that you put out there. I feel like it'll impact your whole mood for the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll throw it off. But I mean, how do you build a tougher skin? You know what I'm saying? When you're faced with that. I mean, I feel like for you as a comedian, especially, like, I felt like y'all would have like the hardest skin, the thickest skin ever, because you know what I'm saying.
We got tough skin when it comes to forgetting what happened the day before. So, like, if I have a bad show, I'm not wearing that tomorrow. It happened.
No, that's real.
That's really it. It's the tough skin is like you shake it off. The tough skin is like, yo, that's just one sack. Tough skin is like, you know what I mean? Like, look, man, like Tom Brady been sacked, I'm sure, a lot of times in his career. His career is not defined by how many times that man been sacked or thrown an interception.
That's true. That's true. Man, I appreciate that. I wonder, what do you feel like your career is going to be defined by? Like, what do you want? What do you want for people to say about you? You know,
I don't care.
That's right.
I don't care. Like, my thing is, there's proof that I was here. Like, at the end of the day, like, there's proof I was here. The rest is really, I don't want. If I you know, if I what the fuck? Somebody wrote
a dissertation.
His name is. Somebody. She sent me a fucking video of somebody getting shot earlier. That was some traumatizing shit too. I ain't like that. I delete that out. Yeah, it was like literally a video of somebody. She sent me a video of somebody getting shot.
For what?
I don't know, man. She just fucked up the whole vibe, dog.
Sorry, G. Man, damn. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of lost.
That's how you deal with that. Pussy. Pussy. So I like it.
Bruh.
It makes me happy.
It does. It definitely does.
And I'd like a piece of it. Not of hers, but of maybe some in general. So now we can segue to whatever else you want to discuss.
Yeah, man. Great segue, by the way. So we like to close, we always like to close this with words of wisdom for the next generation. So I was wondering, what words of wisdom would you have for any of those that are trying to put together a cast for their own independent films? Because when I was watching yours, I was looking like, man, how do you do that? Like, how do you get folks together and say, hey, look, man, you're gonna play this role, 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 and we're gonna make this film together, right? So I was wondering, what words of wisdom would you have for any of those that the young ones that have come back and watch this, and they'll try to put together a cast for their own independent films?
The worst somebody could say is no. Like, get it done. Somebody's gonna tell you no. That's the worst you can say. You're gonna hear a lot. Just the worst somebody can say is no. Find another way. That's it.
I want to say thank you again so much for your time, for your energy, and thanks for putting a foot in my ass earlier. I really appreciate that.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah, you have a blessed one.
You too, man.
All right. Yo, that was Clint Coley. Please make sure you guys are on the lookout for anything and everything that man is doing. He is hilarious. I gotta say thank you for that knowledge, because I am the best interviewer in the world. What you mean? Yo, I'm gonna be the best. I am the best interviewer in the world. Everybody gonna want to come on this show. Yeah, all that. And you'll enjoy this. $sign Ezel Moon. 60% goes to a charity or nonprofit named on the show. So this show, I definitely put Women Called Moses. 40% goes to powering the show and actually me being able to do these in person. And yeah, big shout out to everybody that was in here. Shout out to Twan, that's my guy. He be talking shit, but I love him. And yeah, definitely. If no one told you that they love you, if no one told you that they cared about you, I love you. I care about you. I'm Ezel Moon. I'm not doing it unless it's fun and it helps people. Peace. Purchase my book, Purple Mike Wants a Bike, at Amazon.com. You can find it there. Just type in Purple Mike, type in Ezel Moon, and it'll pop up. If you guys want to follow me, no, not even if, go follow me at Ezel Moon _ on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Ezel Moon, and I'm not